Of course, a lot of ideas in this book are the ideas of a lot of classical homeopathy connecting to contemporary homeopathy, and that's why a lot of work of my teachers are directly influential in most of my work, starting from Dr. Sarkar to Dr. Sankaran to Dr. Milind Rao, Dr. Dhanepkar, Manjli Bori, Sholton, Yaki, Relem Khan, Subhas Singh, Borkar sir, Banerjee. A lot of work will obviously have some connection at some point, but the important thing was putting things together. And I want to just briefly show you the book. Maybe that would be a good idea. So this is of course, the introductory part in the book. Forward is written by Dr. Jayesh Shah, who interestingly I met just, this is everything about this book is a coincidence actually. I was in December, I was last year in December, I was somewhere in a restaurant and I just met him, he and his wife, and I met him and we had a very beautiful discussion and he was sharing about his work and he's working a lot on sarcodes also. So it was quite interesting. We had an entire discussion for an hour and a half, and I quickly put into him that I'm writing a book and I want you to write a foreword. And after a little initial hesitation, he was also happy to share, and it's a very beautiful foreword written by him. There are some testimonials written by my colleagues. Dr. Tatiana, our collaborator from Moscow, Francois from Belgium. We also have Dr. Piyush Prabhat, who's actually an endoscopic gynecologist who is in Mumbai. He also collaborates with us. So this is also a very important part of the book where the idea is how we can work in a kind of a holistic way, synergistic way, together, integrated way, where homeopath and allopathic doctor can work together. Let me zoom this a little bit. So these are the different topics: case taking, miasmatic idea of the disease, dysmenorrhea, leukorrhea, puberty, adolescence, menopause, dysfunctional uterine bleeding, polycystic ovarian disease, the fibroids, endometriosis, diseases of the breast, infertility, oncological cases, pregnancy related disorders. We also had a small topics which we felt would be very important: Burnett's approach, Chautopathic methods, potency selection, Indian remedies, and case studies, and short case studies with all our colleagues who have also joined here today. And this is the idea. Um, the book also has a lot of maps like this. This is one of the maps. For example, this is about sarcodes. So which are the important sarcodes which come up? How parathyroidinum is an important remedy for osteopenia. How we can use testes in polycystic ovarian disease. How estrogen in homeopathic potentized dose is very important in today's times in a lot of cases of menopausal and postmenopausal issues. Endometrium in case of endometriosis. It's so maps like this to make it more interesting and more easy for our um, colleagues. We also have different other maps, which also I will request a little later Dr. Srishti and Dr. Jaya to share about it. Like this, like just looking at the idea of psoric miasm, what would be the important patterns, just by looking at the figures we can come to it. So the idea was to um, put it together in such a way that you can really understand the clinical understanding and practical idea of treating such kind of cases. That was my idea. Practical, not much theory, practical, what we do, what can be done, and what can be done again and again. But this book wasn't very easy. It took a lot of time to make this book, and that's the reason we have this video, because I wanted to genuinely thank all the people who worked on this book.